Why did silver collapse after a 120% rally, and what are big players really doing now? By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what investors should be watching next, because this drop could be a normal reset or the first real crack in a much bigger silver mania. But first, let's slow down and understand what's actually happened. On December 29th, 2025, silver suddenly crashed. Prices fell between 7% and 9.5% in a single day. That is not a normal move for silver. It was the sharpest one-day drop since 2020. Why did it feel so violent? Because silver had already gone on a massive run. Over the past year, silver prices were up roughly 120%. This rally was driven by two big forces: global supply shortages, heavy investment demand from China. So when prices fell, they didn't just fall a little, they wiped out a huge chunk of recent gains in one session. So what actually pulled the trigger? The answer starts in China, which has been one of the hottest sources of silver demand. Several things happened almost at the same time. First, Chinese regulators halted trading in the country's main silver ETF after it hit a 10% limit down on December 25th. Second, new export restrictions related to silver are scheduled to begin on January 1st, 2026. Third, this all happened during year-end trading, when liquidity is already thin and markets are fragile. Put simply, the biggest source of demand suddenly slammed the brakes. When that happens, traders do not wait around. They rush for the exit. So the next question is obvious. Why did prices fall this fast instead of slowly correcting? Because the silver market was crowded. A lot of traders were using leverage. A lot of positions were speculative, not long-term investments. When China tightened rules, everyone tried to sell at the same time. But here's the problem. There weren't enough buyers. Liquidity was thin, so prices had to fall hard to find demand. That creates a chain reaction. Prices drop, stop losses trigger, forced selling kicks in, panic accelerates the move. This is how sharp crashes happen even in bull markets. Does this mean the silver bull market is over? Despite the crash, belief has not broken. Retail investors are still extremely bullish. Recent surveys show more than half of retail investors expect silver above $100 per ounce in 2026. That tells you something important. This was not a sentiment collapse. This was not people giving up on silver. So why are institutions nervous? Because they are seeing warning signs. Physical silver is trading at 15% to 20% premiums compared to paper silver prices. That usually happens late in a cycle. It suggests prices may be running ahead of fundamentals. Institutions are not saying silver is finished. They are saying volatility risk is rising. And when volatility rises, weak hands get punished. So now the real question becomes, what should smart money actually be watching next? This is where things get serious. There are four key things investors are watching closely. First, China's next regulatory steps after January 1st. Any tightening or easing here will matter a lot. Second, physical silver premiums. Do they stay high or do they start collapsing? A collapse would signal demand cooling. Third, ETF flows. Are institutions buying this dip or are they still reducing exposure? That tells you who is really in control. Fourth, price behavior after volatility settles. Does silver stabilize and base, or does it keep making lower lows? That answer decides whether this was a reset or something bigger. This move did not come out of nowhere. It was caused by crowded trades, leverage, and sudden rule changes. Silver is not dead, but it is no longer easy money. From here, the market will reward patience and punish emotion. Follow Zay Capital Markets for no-fluff breakdowns of commodity shakeouts, where we separate real demand from speculative excess before the next big move decides the trend.